All right, so let's get right into it. If you're running a new nonprofit, you've got the passion, right? You've got the mission. But that first big grant application, wow, it can feel like you're staring at a giant mountain of paperwork. Well, think of this as your map. We're going to give you the essential documentation checklist to help you conquer it.
I mean, does the thought of just tracking down all your bylaws and compliance forms and financial statements, does it just make your head spin? Yeah, you are definitely not alone. It can seriously feel like funders are putting up all these roadblocks on purpose. But there's actually a really good reason for what I like to call the documentation gauntlet.
So this right here, this really gets to the heart of it. Think about it. An established organization, well, they have a proven track record. They've got years of grant reports, a history with the funder. That relationship builds trust. But you, as a first-timer, you're kind of the new kid on the block, an unknown quantity. And that's exactly why your paperwork is so important. It has to do all the heavy lifting. It's the only proof you have to show you're competent and trustworthy.
So let's flip the script for a second and look at it from the funder's point of view. It's not about them giving you busy work, I promise. It all comes down to one single concept: managing risk.
Every single funder, before they write a check, goes through a risk assessment. They're asking themselves some pretty serious questions. Could this money be misused? Will the programs they promised actually get delivered? Are there some hidden legal problems here that are going to blow up later? For an applicant they've never heard of, these are very real concerns.
And here's their solution. Every single document they ask for is designed to calm one of those fears, to mitigate a specific risk. Your paperwork isn't just paperwork. It's your way of telling a funder, hey, we are a safe bet. We're an effective investment.
Okay, so we get the why now, right? It's all about risk. So let's get practical and talk about the what. We're going to walk through the absolute core documents you need to have organized and ready to go at a moment's notice.
First things first, these are the total non-negotiables. This is your ticket to the game, your federal recognition. You absolutely need that official 501c3 determination letter from the IRS. Then, you need a current printout from the IRS's online tool. It's called TEOS, which proves your status is active today. And of course, your most recent Form 990, which shows you're staying on top of your federal filing.
Next up, governance. This stuff proves you're a real functioning organization with adults in the room. Your bylaws? That's your rulebook. The board roster shows who's steering the ship. A signed conflict of interest policy is huge. It shows you have ethical guardrails in place. And those meeting minutes prove your board is actually awake and engaged. And naturally, they want to know you can handle money and actually get things done. Your budget shows your plan, and your financial statements show you can manage it. But this last part is critical. You need clear program descriptions with outcomes you can actually measure, plus the stats to back it all up. This is how you prove you're making a real impact.
Okay, quick sidebar for all the nonprofits based in California. If you thought we were done, hold on. There's an extra layer of complexity here. Getting your federal docs together is just step one. You've also got to nail the state-level compliance check.
Yep, that's right. Funders in California are going to check your status with not one, not two, but 3 separate state agencies. And trust me, being good with 2 out of 3 is not going to cut it. And here's the breakdown of what they're looking for. We call it the compliance triangle. First, the Secretary of State check proves you legally exist. Second, the Franchise Tax Board confirms your state tax exemption. And third, the Attorney General makes sure you're legally registered to ask people for money. You need a green light on all 3 sides of that triangle.
Whew. Okay, I know that's a lot of documents, but here's the secret. It's not just about having them, it's about having a system. So let's shift gears from that last-minute scramble to a totally strategic, proactive approach. Think about it like this. Most new nonprofits are stuck in the fix stage. You're scrambling to find a document or patch a compliance problem an hour before the deadline. We want to get you to the fun stage, where you are always ready. And the only way to do that is by starting in the launch phase, building these systems from day one.
This says everything you need to know. Being prepared isn't just about making your life less stressful. It's a real, tangible, competitive advantage. When you're ready to go, you can pounce on opportunities that other organizations, the ones stuck in that fix phase, are going to completely miss out on.
So, how do you actually do it? It's pretty simple, really. You're going to build a master documentation folder. First, just take an inventory of everything you have. Then, organize it all into those categories we talked about: federal, state, governance, and so on. Make a digital folder, give everything a clear file name. And here's the key: Set a reminder on your calendar every quarter to update the stuff that changes, like your board roster or financial statements.
So let's bring it all home. Being grant ready is so much more than just checking off boxes on a list. It sends a massive signal to funders. It tells them that you are professional, you are organized, and you are competent. And that is exactly the kind of partner they are looking to invest in.
Look, this whole thing can feel like a huge project, but every big project starts with one small step. So what's it going to be? What is the very first document you are going to find, scan, and drop into that shiny new folder today? Because starting right now is what puts you on the path to getting funded.